You are driving along and suddenly your engine stalls, or maybe it is struggling to start even when it is warm, and you hear a strange hissing sound under acceleration. If you plug in your scanner and see the code P2212, you are dealing with a nitrogen oxide or NOx sensor heater circuit issue on bank 1. Let's clarify what that means. Bank 1 is simply the side of the engine where the number 1 cylinder lives. In modern diesel engines, these sensors are crucial. They measure the toxic gases coming out of your combustion chamber to help the computer adjust emissions. Because these sensors live in the exhaust pipe, they are subjected to brutal heat and harsh conditions. The sensor has a built-in heater to get it to operating temperature quickly, and this code tells us the computer is seeing an intermittent signal from that heater. It works, then it stops, then it works again. This is dangerous because if you ignore it, your catalytic converter can clog up, leading to a much more expensive repair bill. Not to mention, your fuel economy will take a serious nosedive. Troubleshooting this requires a keen eye. Before you touch any tools, make sure that exhaust system is stone cold. Seriously, do not burn yourself. Start by looking for exhaust leaks. A leak near the sensor can throw off the readings. Look for black soot around the gaskets or cracks in the pipe. That is a telltale sign of a leak. If the exhaust is sealed tight, grab an infrared temperature gun. You want to compare the temperature before and after the catalytic converter against what your manufacturer manual says. If the converter is doing its job, we move to the wiring. This is the most common culprit. The wiring harness for the NOx sensor is often routed near very hot metal parts. Over time, the insulation can crack or melt, causing that intermittent connection. Follow the wire from the sensor all the way back. If you find damaged wires, you can often fix them by soldering and using heat shrink tubing, which is way cheaper than buying a new harness. Also, check the connector itself. Sometimes the pins inside get loose and just need to be tightened up to make solid contact. Only if the wiring is perfect and the exhaust is sealed should you condemn the sensor. Remember, these sensors are ceramic and fragile, so handle them with care.